Number 1, where women walk tall and think even bigger. Welcome to Denmark, a land where confidence walks in comfortable flats and strength shines quietly without the need for spotlights or flash. In this travel documentary, we open our journey by meeting the women who quietly but powerfully shape this country's soul. Danish women are striking, often standing around 5'6" tall, carrying themselves with a grace and poise that feels effortlessly natural, yet beyond their physical presence lies a far deeper allure. Their independence, their fearless ambition, and their unwavering belief that they can have it all without compromise. In this travel documentary, we explore how Danish women don't wait for permission or validation. They're CEOs, innovators, politicians, artists, and nurturers all at once. Denmark's progressive policies like generous parental leave stretching over 50 weeks, subsidized high-quality childcare, and flexible working hours form the backbone of a society where women can excel without sacrificing family or self. It's not just about equality on paper, it's woven into the daily life, felt in the joyful chaos of school runs and boardroom meetings alike. What's remarkable is that this balance doesn't come from competing or overpowering. It's about partnership and mutual respect. Men and women rise side by side here, forging a future where ambition and empathy go hand in hand. So here's a question for you. If you met a woman whose elegance was matched only by her sharp mind, would you feel challenged or captivated? And what does that say about your own idea of strength? As we leave this inspiring world of empowered women, let's dive deeper into the cultural fabric that supports this equality. The Denmark, where living side by side in balance is not a dream, but the everyday reality. Number 2, the country where equality isn't a trend, it's a lifestyle. From the bustling boardrooms of Copenhagen to the quiet family gardens in Aarhus, Danish women are omnipresent at every table where decisions shape the nation's future. In this travel documentary, we peel back the layers of a society that doesn't just talk about equality, it breathes it. Nearly half of Denmark's parliamentary seats are held by women, reflecting a political landscape that values diverse voices. Women also comprise about 50% of the workforce, thriving in roles across industries, from tech startups to traditional crafts. This travel documentary takes you into the heart of Denmark's family-friendly policies that make such balance possible. Flexible parental leave policies allow partners to share childcare duties, while public daycare is affordable, high quality, and widely available, making career and family not opposites, but complement. Imagine a day where a woman can close a high-stakes business deal in the morning, cycle home through leafy streets for lunch, and be at the school playground by 3 p.m. to pick up her kids, all with calm and confidence. What's most compelling is how this isn't perceived as a privilege, but a right, a natural part of Danish life. Stress and guilt about having it all are replaced with realistic, sustainable rhythms that value well-being over hustle. Denmark shows us a different way to live, where success is measured not just in salary, but in satisfaction and balance. So here's the big question. If this kind of lifestyle was fully within your reach in your community, would you embrace it? Or are you still chasing a life that demands constant speed and sacrifice? How would your life change if you slowed down and redefined success on your own terms? Stay with us as we continue to unravel the stories and systems that make Denmark a shining example of true equality and shared prosperity. Number 3, confidence that doesn't apologize. There's something magnetic about a Danish woman at the beach. In this travel documentary, we explore a culture where sunbathing is less about showing off and more about soaking in. Come summer, grassy parks, city docks, and seaside sands become open-air lounges. Women of all ages stretch out in swimsuits without hesitation. No filters, no cover-ups, just quiet, confident presence. It's not about being bold, it's about not needing permission. This travel documentary reminds us that when you grow up in a society that values self-acceptance over judgment, you don't just look comfortable, you feel it. And that confidence, it lingers long after the tan fades. So here's a thought. How would your life change if you stopped asking for approval and just showed up as you are? Number 4, romance in the land of no games. Forget grand gestures and slick lines. In Denmark, flirting is subtle, smart, and surprisingly straightforward. This travel documentary takes you into a dating culture where honesty trumps drama and chemistry builds through quiet connection, not performance. Danish women don't need you to chase, they want you to listen. In this travel documentary, we learn that dating here means equality, conversation, and showing up authentically. You might split the bill, ride her bike home alone, and text you the next day, not because she's playing hard to get, but because she respects herself and your time. So let's get real. Could you handle dating someone who expects maturity, not mystery? Number 5, beauty without the show. You won't see a lot of heavy makeup or fast fashion in Denmark. That's not because Danish women don't care how they look. It's because they've mastered the art of understated elegance. In this travel documentary, we follow a morning in Copenhagen where the streets are filled with women in clean lines, neutral tones, and that effortless, I woke up like this charm. The style here is minimalist, functional, and fierce. No glitter needed. This travel documentary reveals that beauty in Denmark isn't about impressing others. It's about being true to yourself and dressing for your own comfort and power. So what's your take? Does real attraction come from polish or presence? Number 6, where aging isn't a decline, it's a masterclass. In many countries, growing older is often seen as a slow slide into decline, a retreat from life's hustle. But Denmark flips that narrative on its head. In this travel documentary, we dive into a society that honors its elders not as burdens, but as treasures, champions of wisdom and freedom. Denmark has ditched the idea of cramped, lonely nursing homes. Instead, they invest heavily in modern, senior-friendly living spaces, homes designed with wide doorways, smart layouts, and thoughtful accessibility. Even better, if something breaks, repairs come free, because aging here isn't about struggle, it's about support. This travel documentary also reveals Denmark's impressive social safety net for seniors. It's not just medical care, but a holistic approach that keeps older adults vibrant and connected. Imagine someone in their 70s taking pottery classes, cycling through parks, or even launching a podcast with government-backed resources. The message is clear: retirement isn't a period of decline, it's a masterclass in living well. So, here's a thought to age into. What if getting older unlocked new adventures instead of closing doors? Could your golden years be your brightest chapter yet? As we ponder that inspiring outlook on life, let's shift gears and explore a less tangible but equally powerful force weaving through Danish culture: trust. Number 7, the soft power of trust. In Denmark, trust is more than a social norm. It's a deeply ingrained rhythm that orchestrates daily life with surprising ease. This travel documentary takes us to quiet country roads and bustling city corners where roadside stalls sell eggs, homemade jam, and fresh flowers without a soul in sight. A simple jar labeled "tak," meaning thank you, waits patiently for payment. No cameras, no locks, just an unspoken pact of honesty. It's a rare social currency that powers the Danish way of life. This travel documentary guides us through a world where trust replaces surveillance, children grow up learning independence early, carrying responsibility as a natural part of their day. Cyclists stop at red lights even when the streets are empty. Parents leave baby strollers outside cafes without a second thought. This radical openness feels almost revolutionary in today's world of suspicion. The results? Crime rates plummet, social smiles bloom, and a quiet freedom emerges, one where you never have to second-guess your neighbors or guard your belongings. So here's a question for you. Could you thrive in a place where people always assume the best in you? Or would that vulnerability make you uneasy, like standing with your heart on your sleeve? Moving from this trusting society, we now pedal into Denmark's love affair with two wheels and the art of moving gracefully through life. Life on two wheels and 2 feet on the ground. Forget honking horns and bumper-to-bumper traffic. This travel documentary invites you to glide alongside Copenhagen's vast network of bike lanes. Over 230 miles of smooth paths weaving through parks, neighborhoods, and business districts. Here, bicycles don't just coexist with cars, they dominate. Denmark's capital is a two-wheeled wonderland where 9 out of 10 residents own a bike, using it for everything from daily commutes to romantic dates. Travel documentary captures a city designed around cycling. Thoughtful infrastructure includes dedicated bike bridges, special traffic lights timed for pedal power, and trains equipped with bike compartments. This seamless design means Danes can swap exhaust fumes for fresh air, arriving at work not stressed but refreshed, with cheeks flushed from the ride. Cycling isn't just transport, it's a declaration of freedom, health, and presence. Kids pedal to school in cargo bikes, executives cruise to meetings in tailored suits, and couples explore cobblestone streets beneath street lamps, pedaling in rhythm. So imagine a world where your daily journey isn't a race against the clock, but a dance with your city. Would you trade your car keys for handlebars if it meant feeling more alive, more connected, and more free? As we catch our breath from the breeze, stay tuned. Next, we explore how Danes light up their long winter nights with festivals of glow and warmth. Number 9. Cemeteries where life still happens. What if death didn't mean silence? In Denmark, cemeteries pulse with quiet life. In this travel documentary, we stroll through Assistens Cemetery in Copenhagen, a place where past and present walk hand in hand. Here, joggers glide past ivy-covered tombs. Families picnic on the grass beside philosophers. Lovers lie in the shade of poet graves, reading aloud and sipping coffee. This travel documentary doesn't mourn, it marvels. Assistens is more than a burial ground. It's a memory garden. You might spot fresh flowers on Hans Christian Andersen's resting place, but you'll also hear laughter echoing through the tree-lined paths. Here, death isn't feared, it's acknowledged, then embraced as part of the landscape of life. There's no heavy sorrow, just light reverence. No keep-out signs, only benches, soft grass, and a feeling that no one is truly gone if you remember to sit with them. So we ask, could you find peace in a place that blurs the line between life and legacy? Number 10, the secret sauce of Danish happiness. Danes don't chase happiness, they host it. In this travel documentary, we open the front door and step into the glow of hygge, the untranslatable, deeply Danish art of comfort. But don't mistake it for decoration. Hygge is warmth you feel in your chest when the rain taps softly on the window, and you're inside with wool socks, warm cake, and a good story. This travel documentary uncovers how simplicity becomes sanctuary. No need for luxury, no pressure to impress, just presence. Whether it's candles lit at breakfast or slow dinners with no phones in sight, Danes have mastered the micro moments that keep the cold outside. There's a quiet revolution in that mindset. It says, you're already enough. It whispers, you don't need more. You just need to notice. So if happiness is a choice, not a chase, would you be willing to slow down long enough to choose it? Number 11, coffee, candles, and conversations that last all day. In Denmark, coffee isn't just a simple pick-me-up. It's a deeply rooted social ritual and a silent invitation to connect. This travel documentary takes you on a fragrant journey through Copenhagen's winding cobblestone streets, into cozy cafes where the clock slows and moments stretch. Danes consume an average of 4 to 5 cups daily, but it's never just about caffeine. It's about presence, warmth, and shared stories. The travel documentary reveals how coffee culture in Denmark becomes a pause button in life's hectic pace. Whether it's two friends perched by a frost-kissed window, sharing laughter over steaming mugs, or a lone thinker wrapped in a soft scarf, lighting a candle to accompany their thoughts, every sip is a bridge between souls. The smell of fresh brew is the soundtrack of connection, nurturing friendships and sparking heartfelt conversations. It's this culture of mindful drinking that turns ordinary coffee into a daily celebration of company and calm. The warmth isn't just in the cup, it's in the space around it. So when you think of coffee, do you savor the flavor or the moments it creates? Could you imagine slowing your day to embrace this kind of connection as the aroma of coffee lingers. Our journey shifts gears from intimate cafes to the bustling culinary world of Denmark's vibrant food scene. Number 12, Michelin stars and rye bread rebellion. Denmark may be compact, but its food scene looms large on the global stage. This travel documentary invites you to savor a culinary journey where innovation dances with tradition. From elegant Michelin-starred restaurants crafting avant-garde dishes to humble street carts selling the iconic smarterbrød, open-faced rye bread sandwiches piled high with pickled herring, roast beef, or fresh herbs, Denmark proves great taste knows no side. The travel documentary celebrates how Danish chefs elevate simple, locally sourced ingredients into masterpieces. Yet it also pays homage to the culinary rebels who cling to time-honored flavors like fire-grilled sausages and homemade potato salad. This isn't about exclusivity, it's about authenticity, a riot of flavors grounded in history from rich goose liver pâté to tangy remoulade. Here, food is storytelling. Every bite is a page, every meal a chapter connecting you to the land and its people. Whether dining under chandeliers or grabbing a quick hot dog on the street, the Danish palate embraces contrasts and complexity. So, what shapes your taste? The glitter of stars or the soul behind a dish? Would you judge a meal by its label or by the memories it stirs? With taste buds tingling, let's turn the page to festivals where music, history, and culture blend in Denmark's colorful celebrations. Number 13, fairy lights, fire dancers, and Viking feasts. When Denmark celebrates, it's not just a party, it's an epic tale told in light, sound, and spirit. This travel documentary plunges into Roskilde's festival, a music extravaganza that pulses with the heartbeat of 130,000 revelers, from legendary icons like Paul McCartney to indie bands from the underground. The energy is wild, raw, and uniting, a symphony of youth and freedom under the Nordic sky. The travel documentary then whisks you away to Ribbe's Viking festival, where time bends and history roars back to life. Here, swords clash in mock battles, fires crackle under ancient oaks, and warriors don chainmail to reenact a 1,000-year-old saga. You can ride horses across the fields, taste mead brewed by tradition, and lose yourself in stories spun by firelight. It's a festival of contrasts, modern beats alongside ancestral chants, neon lights mixing with torch flame. Denmark's festivals don't just entertain, they ignite passion, community, and a deep sense of belonging. So imagine if you could live a day in any era. Would you choose the roar of the future or the firelit echoes of the past? From the heat of celebration, our journey cools down to the soft glow of winter lights, illuminating Denmark's darkest months. Number 14, light in the dark, warmth in the cold. Denmark's long, dark winters could feel gloomy, but instead they sparkle with light and warmth. In this travel documentary, we wander through the Copenhagen Light Festival, where streets, bridges, and historic buildings are bathed in artistic illumination. Over 60 installations create an enchanting dreamscape of colors that chase away the shadows. The travel documentary captures how Danes embrace the darkness with a sense of wonder, not resistance. Families stroll through glowing alleys, bundled in scarves and smiles. Couples sip hot mulled wine beneath glowing orbs. Artists project messages of hope and whimsy across centuries. Old stone walls transforming cold nights into magical experiences. This isn't just a festival of lights, it's a cultural embrace of contrasts where the absence of sun becomes a canvas for creativity and connection. The soft glow invites reflection, laughter, and togetherness when nature feels at its most forbidding. So tell us, how do you find light when life grows dark? Could you learn to welcome the cold with open arms and glowing hearts? From the ethereal beauty of winter nights, we ascend to the practical realities of Danish living, where cost meets quality of life in a delicate balance. Number 15, living high, spending smart. Denmark offers a dream lifestyle, but it comes with a price. This travel documentary peels back the layers of Danish living costs, where renting a one-bedroom apartment in Copenhagen's heart can reach $2,000 0 cents a month, and a simple cappuccino can cost nearly $6 0 cents. But here's the twist, most Danes don't grumble about expenses. Why? Because what they receive in exchange is invaluable. This travel documentary explores the true value beneath the numbers. Tuition-free university education, universal healthcare that works, pristine public parks, and safety so assured that children roam freely after dark. In Denmark, you pay more upfront but worry less. And that's a currency few places offer. Beyond expenses, the travel documentary reveals a culture that prizes balance, work-life harmony, accessible services, and trust in government. The high cost of living is buffered by social safety nets and a commitment to quality of life, creating an environment where freedom is measured by peace of mind. So if you had to choose, would you pay a premium for fewer worries? Could you trade a fatter paycheck for a fuller, freer life?